In. I'm sorry I'm late. I just got back from my walk. Look what I got today. Got some grapes. And yeah, so today I wanted to talk about how you can silently or secretly learn new things. Okay? Now, I was out walking today and y'all I wanted to let y'all in on what I saw on my walk. And of course it was that nice little snail. I wasn't expecting to see that, but it was just like a confirmation for me to do this video on how to do things secretly and silently until you pretty much get what you want or what you came here for. Now, I'm not saying you can't tell your best friend or your family or anybody around you what you plan on doing. I'm just saying that when you're ready to do something, you need to do it in silence until you build up enough confidence to get it done. Because you have so many people that don't agree and don't want you to do what you came here to do. And they have another vision in mind for you. So that will deter you or throw you off track from where you were supposed to go in the first place. That's not good. All right. You have to see things for what they are. Like, for example, this is the book. Okay. Why did I get this book? So I can obtain knowledge. But every time I get to read it, it's like the phone will ring. People will want to say, hey, you want to go out to eat? Or people will, give me, some free stuff. So I get sidetracked, okay? All right. One little secret that I'm going to tell y'all before I really get into what I came here to talk about is when it comes to your feet. And the reason why I wear Skechers, because I wanted to go ahead and do that, okay? The reason why I wear Skechers is because they don't cause my feet to be pushed in, all right? They don't cause me to have any type of bunions, any type of corns, any type of, like, foot disorder, all right? So I bought a book to show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. And so this is the foot. When the foot goes in like that, it's from wearing like improper footwear, okay? So a lot of times you pick shoes because they look nice, but you don't pick them for comfort or something that's going to help your feet in the long run. Let me see if I can find another picture so I can show y'all exactly what I'm talking about when I say I like Skechers. I will always wear Skechers. If I get a chance to wear any other shoe, it will probably be a New Balance. But for the most part, I like Skechers. And I know some people are more visual. And so I decided today, when I do my lives, I'm going to come up with, more pictures so you can see what I'm talking about. Because it's harder for people to learn from just like hearing things. And again, I'm not certified. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm just a regular, ordinary person, just like anybody else out there. But I slowly obtain knowledge and I just store it up. And it's free for anybody who is interested in learning things slowly but surely. And that's how I am. Hopefully you'll be the same way. Learning things slowly but surely instead of being fast, hurry up, fast, hurry up. You got to figure out, why are you moving so fast for? Okay, why are you moving? Where are you heading? Why are you trying to move so fast? You have to slow down. And they say, smell the flowers or smell the roses. And it's literally for a reason. And so you will miss out on the fine details when you're moving so fast. Skechers are the way to go, folks. What are you speaking on today? Oh, hey, how you doing? It's Michael Johnson. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about, secrets that you learn slowly and silently. Because you don't always have to tell everybody your secrets. I'm going to reveal a couple of secrets in this live today. So if y'all stay with me and, give me some time, you know, I can give y'all a couple of nuggets that I keep stored up to myself. But I just decided, let me give out some freebies, because I gave out some freebies yesterday, and I was in somebody else's live on TikTok, and it was like, you don't even share that on your own live. I'm like, yeah, because I'm trying to get people to come over to my channel. You said, what's that? What? Laugh out loud. I'm listening. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm going to throw out a lot of little tips and tricks today. And, this is going to be recorded, but it's going to be, I won't be on here for quite some time. So if you got something to do, you can always watch it later. I'm going to go ahead and save this one to my channel as well. On TikTok, I don't save those to my channel because sometimes it's younger crowds and they play too many games, and even though I smile and I look like I joke a lot, I really be I be serious, y'all. I be serious. What the old people used to say, serious as a heart attack. I take the way that I live seriously. Okay, so this is the diagram I was looking for. It took me quite some time because I've been reading this book for a couple of days now, y'all. And I already showed y'all. It's talk about acupressure. So acupressure is the same thing as acupuncture. So different parts of your body you can touch in order to heal yourself really quickly. And that's what I'm into. A lot of people are just like, oh, I don't really believe in that. That's not of God, that's witchcraft. But a lot of times when people don't want you to grow, they'll try to trick you and say that's witchcraft, or it's not of God, or that's not in the Bible. But just remember, a Bible is a book. Okay, so it has information in it just like other books have information in it. Okay, all right, so anyways, this is the diagram I was going to show y'all today. Okay, so this is how your foot will look when you have pointed shoes or heels on all day, every day. This is how it will look if you have the wrong type of shoe. I would say some type of a curve when it comes to the heel. Okay, I take care of my mom 80 years and give me the remedies for sinuses. Yes, that's right. And don't let that die. Don't let that information die. Put it on the internet if you can. All right, so the reason why people's feet turn out like that diagram I just showed y'all is because they're picking the wrong type of shoes. All right, and so a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to listen to that. But, a lot of people have bunions. They have corns. They have calluses. They have really messed up feet. And because they don't really pay attention to them. But your feet have a whole lot of importance to them. That's why I be throwing down when it comes to my feet. I do not, I put the most love and care when it comes to my feet, because without your feet, you can't walk. Okay. You can't function normally without your feet. They're very important. They're very vital. Okay. And so I'm going to go back to my good old Skechers. Okay. The Skechers have a light insole. Okay. They have just the amount of arch in them. So not too much, because you don't want to be flat-footed, but just enough arch in them that is correcting your feet if they are incorrect. Okay, quote unquote. My feet look pretty fine and pretty nice, but I notice with other shoes that I wear, it messes up a whole lot of things. Okay, and I'm talking about Nikes, Air Forces, Jordans. I hate to say it, because a lot of people that look like me wear those type of shoes, but when you step outside of your comfort zone and you step over to those Skechers, which I know they have a bad name, y'all, but sometimes you have to look out for what's best for you. Okay, and then it's also going to be better for your pockets, because Skechers they don't cost that much, y'all. They look like plain Jane and, whatever you might say, because a lot of people want to put them down and, frown on them and say, hey, that's for country people. I am country. I'm proud to be country. When that song "Where Them Fans At," I get out there, y'all. I got my boots, I got my hats. You know what I mean? I do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I got that country style, but then people just look at me and they say, hey, she probably like 18, 19, 20. No, I'm well into my 40s, because country style or slowing things down and doing things slow but surely, that's common in the South. I know in the North you have to move a little bit faster and you have to get things done. Hurry, hurry, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. But sometimes you do have to slow down and see what's best for you. And I mean that in like the nicest way. And oh yeah, sorry, I broke my nail the other day because I know y'all used to seeing my long nails. I was gonna show y'all, a couple more things about that, but don't worry, I'll do that in another video. All right, so another reason that I kind of move by myself sometimes is I notice that the crowd is very happy when they do things the same way. And if you don't look like the crowd or if you don't act like the crowd, you would be ostracized or left out. And I go ahead and, I step to the side. People are running or they're, just trying to zoom past me. I let them go ahead and go past. I don't stand in the way and I try to say, hey, you should do things like this or do something like that. Say Puma, same is those air mats with the bubble. I'm an introvert, yeah. Yeah, so introverts, if you're a true introvert, you know what I'm talking about, okay? You get on the job and you're quiet, you come in, you sit at the back, but everybody's calling on you because there's something different about you, okay? Everywhere I go, somebody's calling on me and asking me, will you speak a little bit? And as soon as I start speaking, then everybody gets quiet because I have a different type of voice to me, a different type of look, a different type of almost everything, y'all. If you ever seen me in person, people just be like, they want to stare. They want to stare like, what? It's something very different about you. Not like very different. Like, just like, I'm telling you, in the parking lot, when I go in the stores, when I go into restaurants, I literally, the whole crowd would just turn and they're just looking when I walk in the door. I'm like, okay. You have to have something about you that you're doing silently that nobody else can put a finger on. Okay. It does not always have to be money, y'all. I'm not sitting up here in a castle or a mansion or something like that, y'all. I'm living simple. Okay. And some people would love to trade places with me on a regular. Okay. All right. So now, that was the first thing I wanted to tell y'all about was the Skechers. Now, we're going to move right along to something that's going to get a little bit deeper, okay? And this might get scary for some people. If you easily scary or easily, thrown to the wayside or easily can't, hold your attention span, you might want to turn off. Because I like to get real deep sometimes, okay? All right, so we are going to talk about expiration dates. I did this in one other video, but it was a short. And I was like, I need to make a long one because I need to go into detail. And I was talking to y'all before. If you was on one of my lives before, you know exactly what I like to talk about. I like to talk about, jets, airplanes, motorcycles, third eye, let's see, fashion, just moving in silence, etc., etc., etc. This is an information channel. So you're going to get a plethora of information, okay? And a lot of people that hang around me notice that they aura changes quickly. You come and tune into my channel, you're going to notice. You're going to get some gems and you're going to change your life. I promise you. I promise you. Stick with me. Watch my video I just made this morning. I said, stick with me, you'll eat for free. Stick with me, you'll change your life forever. I promise you, y'all. I don't play games, y'all. The truth, okay? You ain't gonna be up in here going for weeks and weeks and weeks and people asking for your money and taking your money. No. You're gonna get some nuggets and you're gonna leave out of here thinking that, you know what? I got $1 million in my pocket, okay? All right. So whenever you find some type of package that you have in the store, of course you're going to do some type of inspection, y'all. Of course. If you don't, then you better start doing that, okay? Take your time. You might be hungry. You might want a little something to eat, but take your time. That's the main time when I don't rush, is when I'm about to prepare my food. Now, when I eat my food is a different story. I eat my food very fast, but I do it in a certain way. All right, yes, I'm glad you're listening because a lot of people They don't get what I'm saying, and it goes over their head, and they just click away, and they don't. It's like they don't resonate enough so quickly. They want stuff so fast. Take your time. When you prepare your food, look for the expiration date. The expiration date might be in that fine print right there, okay? Okay, and did you see that this expiration date, this thing got a whole, almost 2 weeks before it expires. But you don't even see it in the bold print. You see it in the fine print. All right? So if you can't see the fine print, you might want to get a microscope because it's very important. And that's why I'm about to break it down to you. And I know it's like I keep saying the same thing over and over because like some people, they don't listen well. So I had to keep saying it over and over. It might seem like it's annoying. And I do that a lot around people that I know or my family members. I had to say it over and over and over. Because some people, it hit different the first time you hear it. And then the second time, you might resonate. And the third time, it's like, I got this. I'm about to roll with it. Check for the expiration date first. First thing, check for the expiration date. Because the expiration date will tell you what you about to put in your body and consume. The date that you put it in, which is, I would say today, is going to tell you when the cells in this organism or this piece of food is going to expire inside of your body. Did you hear that? It's going to tell you when the food is going to expire in your body, okay? Because you are building yourself every day with the foods that you put in your mouth and you eat. These are the cells, and it's replacing other cells in your body. Okay? Y'all following me? You following me? If you following me, okay, put a yes in the comments then, so I can know you listening. See, I ain't even got one yes. Y'all not listening. Okay, so let me say it again. When you take the atoms and the cells from the organism and you put it in your body, it has an expiration date. That expiration date tells you when it's going to break down. It needs to be out of your body by that expiration date. If that makes sense, you can say that makes sense. I'm waiting for the kicker. That's the kicker right there. Because if that resonates within you, you're going to start saying, oh, now I see why I got sick. Something that you ate expired in your body. You did not wash it down with the water. The water got an expiration date on it too. Y'all not listening. Y'all is not listening. I promise you. If you are listening, you can actually leave right now and start checking all your expiration dates in your pantry, in your refrigerator. Anything that's expired, get it out your house. Because you put it in your body and it's already expired. That's why you get cancer, diabetes, all these different illnesses out there. And people like, oh yeah, you just saying that because you want attention. Y'all, I've been living this way for a long time. People ask me why I look so young. Because when I go look on the shelf, I'm looking for something that has the longest shelf life. Why? Ask me why, Monica. Yes, the expiration date. It is very important. It's the most extremely important thing. I'm telling you, y'all. I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. When you look at the expiration date, say you bought a bag of nuts or almonds or something like that, right? That thing got a long shelf life. This is why some people live for a long time. And they ain't going to tell you because some people is stupid. You can tell them and they ain't going to listen. And they're going to go out there and eat something that expires tomorrow. They'll go out there and eat something that expires next week. Does that make sense to what I just told you? I get it. I'm getting it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is one person that got it. That's why I have to keep making these videos. It's because people will go out there and buy something that expires quick. What does expiration mean? Get the dictionary. Something that expires. What does that mean? This is why people die early. They're eating expired food. People are like, well, it's going to expire in just 1 week. I'm going to go ahead and eat it. No. Eat foods that have a long shelf life. That's how you live long life. People, duh. Y'all, I was a straight A student. Majority of my whole time I was in school because things just come naturally to me. People say, you got an old soul, you got an old soul. No, y'all. Some people be listening to the wrong people. And they will steer you down that road and you will keep following them. And then what comes to the end of that road is what? Expiration. They're listening to the wrong people. The ones that got the degrees, the pastors and the lawyers and the doctors. Keep on. Listen to them. Take that medication. Take that medication. Take it if you want to. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not on no medications. None. Zip zero. Y'all saw what I ate the other day? What was it? Vitamins. That's it. And I checked the expiration date. If the expiration date say it's gonna be expired in 1 week, I don't touch it unless it looks like this. If it looks like a live produce, then okay, yeah, it expires in 1 week, I can eat it. But if it comes in some type of box or a can, you better get the furthest expiration date so you can live long and you can be disease free. I'm telling y'all, I'm about to reveal something else. And see, some people listen, don't sleep on the channels where people naturally look young. I repeat, do not sleep on the channels of people who naturally look young. Okay? Because people looking out there, you looking for makeup, you looking for the hair, you looking for all this kind of stuff. That's not real, y'all. Fool's gold. People will fool you. Oh, go get this Lamborghini. They're just renting out a Lamborghini for a movie or for a video. Renting out a Lamborghini or a Rolls Royce for a video. You following them. Oh, yeah, let me subscribe. Click, 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 click. And they ain't telling you nothing. Stay motivated. Smile. Get some money out there. They ain't telling you how they really made that money. I'm telling you right now how I look young and stay young right now. That's why the good book, that's what they call it, the good book, says the truth will set you free. I'm not preaching, y'all, because I'm not a preacher. I'm not a pastor. I don't have no credentials behind my name. I don't even go to church, y'all. But I love to read in my spare time. Okay, and people are like, you got a lot of spare time because you was a veteran and everything. People didn't listen to me when I was growing up. And I said, I'm going into the military because I can retire in 20 years. People was just like, no, I'm going to do the 30 years. I'd rather just keep on working out here. And they not even finished with the first couple of years of their job. And here I am done. What they say, write a book and sign it off. Okay, it says, I'm waiting for the kicker. Yes. I done gave y'all 2 nuggets right there. You can click off the channel right now. And you be like, listen, I'm going to get me some sketches, some good sketches. Don't get no ugly ones. If you want the nice looking print, listen, you want to go out there and you want to flaunt and you want to flaunt in front of everybody, go ahead and do it. But you got to remember, the truth is always going to be waiting for you. People, listen, when you grow up in the country, you know what I'm talking about. You don't mind waiting. You do not mind waiting. You do not mind waiting. I go back to my high school. I see a lot of people, listen, they look like death. Okay? Look like they've been eating all the wrong foods, doing all the wrong things, going all the wrong places, listening to all the wrong people. Then they're like, dang, Monica, you don't look a day past high school. I don't know what to tell you. Because I told y'all these same things when I was in high school. When I was a straight A student. And this same person, this is her right there. Except I didn't have my cap. Y'all want to see some pictures of when I was in high school? Y'all like, dang, you look the same. The exact same. Skin still flawless, still smooth. Let me go ahead and give y'all that secret too. It said water, get it in and get it out. That's why you got to urinate on some regular time every day. But look at the expiration date. People are like, oh, I'm going to check the pH balance on my water. Y'all, really? Okay, go check the pH balance. No, you better be checking the expiration date. All right, so let me move out of that because I wanted to tell y'all how I keep my skin smooth and looking good. The real way. Not this, buy some little cream from the store and, and then put the serum on your face and rub it in. And then as soon as they take it off, it's red and all this and irritated. And now you got to go to the doctor. Stop it. Stop following these influencers. They got 1,000,000 subscribers and they looking like death. You ever look at some of these millionaires? Look at them. They all wrinkled, looking like death. And then they trying to tell you go out here and buy some stocks and bonds so they can steal all your money from you. They already the sharks. They looking for some little fish to come in here and think they gonna make some money, and they go. Oh, let me stop. And they ain't doing nothing with that money either. They miserable. They sick, and on their deathbed probably, trying to make you go out there and go ahead and do it if you want to. Anyways, all right. So when I go to the so-called drugstore, the pharmacy, and all that kind of stuff, I'm looking for the plain Jane products. Hello, can you hear me? What about all the military shots? My mom was stationed at Fort MC, Clinton, Alabama. Yes, I feel like military is a good way to go. The shots, there's a way you can get around the shots. Let's see, in Alabama. Okay, Alabama. Okay. Hey, Alabama. Okay. That's that dirty South. I love the dirty South. Pick products that are, how can I say this? Because sometimes when you're thinking a certain way, you got to make sure when you deliver it, somebody can receive it easily and they can change their life and like that. Because we don't have enough time out here to be playing games, y'all. You got to be able to change in an instant, okay? So if you're feeling sick, you need to get well quick. Because if not, you don't believe, you start giving up, and then next thing you know, you die because you thought that you couldn't get well. You can get well easy, y'all. Easy. I promise you. If you went back, okay, let's go back to biology, the study of life. Okay, you don't have to go to school, y'all, and get a degree in biology to just go back to the library and get a book on biology, y'all. Just do that. Get a book on biology, the study of life. That's why I had an A in biology, and my biology teacher, he loved me. He loved me. He said, Monica, biology just comes naturally to you. You should be a teacher. You don't even need a book. Because if you want to know how to live, what do you need to read? Books on biology. There you go, y'all. That's half of the battle right there. If you got a person that's always sick or a person that's always feeling like, lethargic or fatigue or all that kind of stuff, get them a biology book, and either you can read it to them or let them read it. Because sometimes just reading a word will change your life. Sometimes hearing a word will change your life, or sometimes seeing a word will change your life. Y'all have to get where I'm coming from, because I'm getting really deep and I'm throwing some jewels at you. It might be throwing them too fast. But sometimes people are like, oh, hold up, I didn't get what she said. Rewind it and listen to it again. Biology. By, to, the study of life. So when to, what does to mean? You studying life and death. Okay? The study of life, you studying life and death, but you studying how to stay alive. That's what biology is, y'all. Some people don't want to hear, they done clicked off, okay, bye. But you really don't know what life is sometimes. Okay? And you haven't broke it down or thought about it long enough to even know how to keep yourself from getting sick, how to keep other people around you from getting sick, and how to explain it to them. Sometimes people can get a book and they can easily interpret it and run off with it, and then they're good. Some people can't. Okay? So people think I'm bragging because I say, oh, I graduated cum laude. It's because I didn't need a book a lot of times. A lot of times stuff is in you. Some things you are born with. It's like, oh, well, you born with good looks and you born with good genetics. No. Sometimes you're born with knowledge on how to look good. Y'all didn't know that, huh? Sometimes you're born with knowledge on how to look good. I'm telling you, you can see the ugliest person in the world, but they know how to look good. All right, anyway, so I got way off the subject. You never heard of the Fort McClellan military installation they closed in 1999? No, I didn't hear about that before. But definitely something, send me the link or something like that. Send me the link, in one of my videos in the comments or something like that. And I be looking. I be looking for people who listen, who are consistent, who are loyal, because that's who I am. And I like to see a reflection of me. Okay? And this is what I told somebody in their live the other day. They didn't know I was gonna pop in. But the reason why when you go on Facebook, you see me with 5,000, so-called followers or subscribers is because I don't discriminate. I take the good with the bad. So, if you got Little John 22 and you got Queenie Kimmy B 23, I don't discriminate. Just because they got a crazy name or a crazy picture or something like that. You gotta take the good with the bad, because sometimes you're gonna find the nuggets in the good situations in your life and with the bad situations. Okay? And so, you're loyal. Yes, I am. I sure am. And so, and where I'm going with that is I got 5,000 subscribers in 6 months on Facebook. Now, how did I do that? And I told them in my live the other day on TikTok. I wasn't even supposed to be going live, so I went on somebody else's live, and I said, let me tell y'all a secret that I was going to save for today. But I'm going to say it again right now so I can go ahead and have this on recording. Even though I didn't get to it until now, hey, what I do is I go on channels like AMC, Discovery, American Express, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Charles Schwab, and I look at their followers, and then I follow their followers. I'll give you a secret. Yeah, give me a secret. So that was my secret for y'all. All right, so that is my 1, 2, 3. I done gave y'all a couple of secrets, okay? All right, so that's what I do. I'm gonna have to circle back and tell y'all about the skincare again because I got off subject. But anyways, so that's what I do. That's how I get my subscribers really quick. That's how I hurry up and get, my channel, like with bulk subscribers, okay? Loyal subscribers, the ones that come back continuously, okay? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you might want to, like email me or something. I know one lady was like, what do you mean subscribers? What do you mean followers? What do you mean friends? Because every social media outlet does it differently. Okay, so when you go on Facebook and you have friends, you will click on my website, you go at the bottom, you're like, oh my God, I didn't know she got 5,000, people on Facebook, 3,000 on YouTube. And I just started TikTok, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I'm sitting at 2,000. And it's because I don't always make videos. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I just started going live maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, okay? On YouTube and on TikTok, okay? But I'm just showing y'all this secret. If you want to bulk up your channel really quick, you need to go to trusted websites, BBB backed, okay? So BBB does not mean backed, okay? It means Better Business Bureau, okay? Now, but you need to go to those type of websites, and then you want to go ahead and get on whatever social media platform that you want to grow and start following the ones from that platform. If you need some more help and you don't know where I'm talking about, then let me know. Measure people by PCI, perspective, consideration, and intentions. That's true. Yeah, that's a good motto. My motto is do the best that you can do until you see otherwise. So when you get more information, then you just keep improving. And all right, so now that I gave y'all that nugget, if you need some help and you're struggling like, oh, I need to grow my channel, yes, I do charge people by the hour, $20 per hour if I have to actually show you. But if I told you and you can just pick it up and run with it, okay. But if you need me to show you, I'm gonna have to charge, because it takes some time out of your day to kind of break things down into the small, minuscule or molecular level to people. And then I have to kind of like concentrate on what I'm saying versus me just go ahead and throwing it out there and you just catching it and run with it. Because what I say is very simple. Because I have, my one client where she was able to grow her channel within 6 months and she got her 5,000 subscribers. But she did exactly what I told her to do. Like, if you're doing something the wrong way and then somebody tells you the right way to do it and you keep doing it the wrong way, that's why I have to charge. Because when I tell people freely, they still keep doing the wrong thing. Okay? Because trust me, I had some clients that I just helped out for free. And I promise you, they did not grow their channel. When I started charging people, that's when they started growing their channels. It's just go figure. This other lady, all she wanted to do was learn how to make a book. I told her, just like I'm about to tell y'all right now, you can go on lulu.com, make your own book for free, and put it out there and start making money today, tomorrow, or whenever you upload that book, okay? Like I said, you can grow your channel really quickly, just like I just told you before, adding followers from very notable companies backed by the BBB, okay? All right. And lastly, what was the other one I was going to show y'all? Because I'm getting through these things pretty quick now because I'm about to get off of here and go on TikTok. Because I did tell this other lady I was going to go on there and show her how to grow her channel quickly because she was like, I'm already monetized, but I want to have a bigger following. Say less. You know, I can help people. I really can. I love to help people. I told y'all, like, that's what I'm all about. All right. So now we off of that. I think I was going to tell y'all one more thing, but I'm going to just say that for TikTok because this is going like entirely too long. It says your intentions, you are number-driven, time-driven. Yeah. Because, you know, people will waste your time. I was telling my friend the other day how she can make some, you know, couple of extra stacks. And that means like, you know, thousand, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a millionaire, but I can show you how to make some stacks, okay? And I was like, okay, all right, let's go out to eat lunch or whatever the case may be. And she was like, oh, okay, let's go Wednesday, either 12 or 1. So I cleared out my schedule, right? This is why I had to start charging people. I cleared out my schedule. I canceled lunch with my husband. I canceled, you know what I'm saying? I did a lot, okay? Canceled out my whole schedule. I could have been shopping or something. And literally she was like, oh, I'm in Atlanta with my sister. So you told me to clear out my schedule on Wednesday, either 12 or 1 o'clock. So I cleared out those time frames, 12 to 1 and 1 to 2. In that time frame, I could have got a lot of stuff done. And I was planning on helping her and getting her own business and showing her how she can write some things off on her taxes. See, people will waste your time. So you can't necessarily give your secrets out for free anymore. You know, I mean, I do it on my live now, but how many people are listening? I got one person talking to me. Was it Michael Johnson? That's it. Everybody else is quiet. Yeah, I don't even know if they're listening. Okay. All right. I can sit up here and tell you how to become a millionaire, you know, tomorrow. And people, listen, they're like, oh, well, you don't look like a millionaire. Y'all, what does the millionaire look like? That's what I like to tell, because my friend was like, well, you're not a millionaire. I say on my live I'm not a millionaire because I don't want people following me and jumping out the bushes and crazy. But I literally, I asked her, I said, what does the millionaire look like? She used to work with me at Wells Fargo. She's like, yes, okay. She's a team lead. She's like, well, I'm about to get manager. I said, you know, that's really good. That is amazing. And then I didn't say anything else. I said, Millionaire Monday. That's what today is. Because I'm not going to sit up here and show people my bank account. And then they're like, oh, yeah, now we're going to subscribe. Click. Oh, yeah, what does she have to say? Oh, yeah, let me start typing this stuff. No, y'all. Some people look for the results first. And that's what I don't like. That really, it irks me sometimes. It irks me because people want you to put out all your business and all your stats and all your credentials and take up all your time. Want you to pick them up in your nice vehicle and how can I say this? Let me go ahead and stop at that because I need to finish up the other secret that I was starting and I didn't get to finish earlier. So how I keep my skin smooth. I use simple products, y'all. I said I don't use serums and all that kind of stuff on my face. I usually do Vaseline and then Castile soap. Let me go. Hold on. I can show y'all. I'm going to keep my phone up in the air so y'all can look at my ceiling. Some people is nosy. They'll try to come in your house. Okay, so there we go. Y'all see this soap I use. Dr. Bronner's. And Dr. Bronner's has baby unscented. Because you got sensitive skin. I don't even have sensitive skin. But if you want to make sure your skin is staying smooth and like not all messed up, and you don't have to use, a whole bunch of makeup and stuff. Use simple products. And y'all know what Vaseline looks like. Just the plain Vaseline. If I want to smell to me, then I'll get the Vaseline that has the cocoa butter scent. And that's it. Sometimes I'll use the vanilla scent if I have like a little body spray or something like that, but it's very faint. Because I'm not putting all that stuff all over my body, into my pores, and nothing like that. Okay? Same thing. If you want to, what was I going to say? Because sometimes you lose people when you say certain things because people is hard-headed. I learned that too. People is hard-headed, okay? Somebody say, okay, yo, oh, wow, I love your smile, or I love your teeth. And I'm like, what are they talking about? And I tell them exactly what I do and exactly where I go to buy it, everything, y'all. One time I even bought the lady the hair growth oil that I use because she was like, it don't look like your hair is waist length. Yes, because my hair shrinks up, y'all. My hair is very long. I mean, I can pull on it and y'all can kind of see it's longer, but my hair shrinks up. So especially when I put water and stuff on it, y'all say like, oh, that's not that far. But when I straighten my hair, it goes all the way to my waist. Okay, y'all, that's why I said do your secrets in silent and slowly. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody but yourself. That's the only person who it really matters to is yourself. Who are you changing for and improving for? It should be for you. Yeah, and I don't want to drag this out too much longer. I mean, because I had a whole bunch of plans today that I wanted to go over. But I can't stay on one platform versus the other. Because it took me a whole year to get 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. And then in 1 month, I've been on TikTok and I'm at 2,000 followers. So I'm like, and they're listening. I'm not saying that the YouTube wasn't listening, but it's like the TikTok crowd, they're more receptive. And I'm very surprised because they're the younger generation. And then sometimes people say, well, why it seems like the younger people are getting rich quicker, or they're the managers at the job now. They're more flexible, and sometimes they listen better. Older generation, sometimes we get set in our ways and we don't want to hear what anybody else got to say unless they have a credential behind their name. That is how it goes. That's the way we've been taught. Don't believe what they have to say. They're not a millionaire. I can't look them up in Forbes magazine. I never seen them, on Wall Street. Y'all, not all the millionaires and not all of the doctors and nurses and lawyers are on Wall Street or in Forbes magazine. I would say some of the billionaires are not even in Forbes magazine. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm getting off of here. I appreciate you sharing. Yeah, I appreciate you as well, because you're the only one that's even giving me the time of the day. How many years was you in the service? Yeah, so I just did 8 years. How many years was you in? I have many perspective, very considerate and good attention. Yes, I'm the same way too. I'm as humble as I possibly can, y'all. Now, sometimes y'all go on the live and I'm feeling myself. I might be yelling and screaming at y'all. Because it's like, I'm tired of talking quietly. They're not listening, so I got to yell at them. So I wanted to talk to y'all some more about the third eye experience as well. So I'm going to make a third video on that. Because I have to find a way to connect it into this realm right here so that people can listen more. Because a lot of times when I change the title and I change what I'm coming to talk about, then more people will come on and then I can just say what I needed to say. Because some people just won't listen unless you have a certain title. And I don't get it. Don't shut down. Don't shut down if you meet somebody or hear them for the first time and they're not speaking in proper English, or, they mess up a couple of words or they stumble over their words. Y'all, they could be nervous. Not everybody, took a speech class in college or high school. And so when they come on YouTube or they come on these social media platforms, they don't sound the best. But that does not mean they don't have information. Okay, with that being said, I got to go. Stop dangling steak and money in Texas. Yes. Okay. I gotta go. I'll see y'all on TikTok. I'm gonna try not to stay too long on there either, because I got a lot of stuff I gotta get done today. Because today, you know, Monday is prime time. You gotta get a lot of stuff done. So with that being said, I'll see y'all on the next live. Pew, 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 pew. Had to throw them things at y'all. Salute.